Hey everybody, I'm Carmela Gillenwater and I'm super excited to be here with you today. Thank you for taking time out of your day to hear about the Kigo and Vrbo partnership and to learn more about Vrbo's latest survey results on what travelers are looking for when booking. My title with Vrbo is Evangelist Ombudsman. And what that means is that I work with property managers and owners to share what's happening at Expedia Group and Vrbo. And then I also like to listen to our partners and figure out how we can be better partners to them. We're super invested in your business and we love working with vacation rental managers and owners. So thank you again for taking the time. I am joined today by Sadie from Kigo. Sadie, would you like to say a few words?
Hi, yes, thank you so much. I'm Sadie and I'm from Kigo. I'm an account manager and I do focus on the United States territory, but I'm so excited to be here with the Vrbo team and all of you.
Thanks, Sadie. Okay, so let's get started. Actually, before we get started, I have some great news to share with you. Just in case you don't know, there are two ways that properties show up on Vrbo. One of them is by using the tools provided by Vrbo, which is what we call our dashboard. And that's where you manually go in and update property descriptions and rates and your calendars and things like that, and where you manage your bookings. But the other way that you manage properties on Vrbo is through software, a software integration. So we take information from your software like Kigo, so you don't have to manually enter in the information to. Kigo's been an integration partner with us for, I think, about 8 years now. However, I want to take this opportunity to congratulate them on achieving elite status in our connectivity partner program for 3 years in a row now. It's awesome.
Wow. Well, I have to say that is all due to our users, our owners, and our property managers.
That's awesome. So this program recognizes and rewards our top partners, our top providers, such as Kigo, for maintaining a high quality connection that empowers property managers to perform their best on our marketplace. So to qualify, they have to hit these 3 milestones down here. They have to have technology that is easy and reliable. And they also have to implement features that we know are going to make our partners successful on our sites. So thank you for being such a great partners of ours, and congratulations. Okay, so let's get started then. Let's talk about what travelers want. I'm going to go through the top 3 things that you can do today and how you do them in Kigo to appeal to today's travelers. The COVID pandemic truly changed the way people travel, and Expedia Group and Vrbo has been following their changing preferences since early 2020. So let's dive right in. The first one is amenities. So on average, Vrbo travelers use 7 amenities per search. And here are the top 5 across all of Vrbo. This varies a lot by location, but so this is really just site-wide. My best advice to you is just please, please, please make sure your amenities are updated. If you look at this list, it says kitchens. God, kitchens, really? Every vacation rental has a kitchen, right? Well, we've had right? We've had a lot of first-time vacation rental travelers come to Vrbo, and that's the first. So even though it's obvious to you, it may not be obvious to travelers. Another thing I'd like to point out is internet and Wi-Fi. And we do a lot of research here at Vrbo and Expedia Group. And in a recent survey, 44% of travelers have told us that they're more likely to work remotely from a place that is not their home. Thank goodness, right, for COVID, for one thing, and that is that it made folks realize that they could work from anywhere. And for those folks who have or are still working from home, they're really tired of being at home and they're looking for places to get away. We at Expedia Group have a flexible work schedule. And there are many surveys out there. One of them, I think Leave Town survey, said that 81% of travelers stated that they would continue to work remotely at least part of the time. Internet and Wi-Fi is super important to those types of travelers. We do have the ability to add that to your listing, so make sure you it's also really good to talk about these things in your property descriptions. But if you don't have your amenities updated, then you won't come up in search results. And then when those amenities are selected, so you're not even in the game, okay? So you update these in your software, not in the dashboard. And we have a video to show you just how to do that.
It is so easy to update these inside of Kigo. You're going to go to your properties, you're going to click on your property, and then you're going to go to amenities, and you'll see they're already listed there. All you have to do is go through and ensure that they're selected. As you can see, the ones with the blue check, the blue little box, means that they're selected and they'll be syncing to VRBO. And as you mentioned, it is so important to have them selected, because if they're not, you won't even be in the game for search results. I don't think enough people understand that point. It's very important.
Okay, photos. 83% of travelers say photos are helpful in deciding to book a property. And Vrbo travelers interact with photos more than any other content. So make sure that you're taking quality photos and use all 50 of the photo positions that you have. Include photos of the property and the surroundings and any points of interest. You want to help travelers paint the picture of what it's like to stay in the property and to set expectations and to create traveler trust. Also, don't forget to use captions to guide travelers through the property. And then when it comes to the thumbnail photo, the one that shows up in the search results, it really should be the best photo that you have. And you can also switch it up to test out what drives the most interest. So while you can add up to 50 photos, we recommend having at least 30 photos because of this graph. In North America, properties with more than 30 photos generate 63%. So let's go through a couple of examples. Here is one example of how you can tell a story or create an experience with photos. If you look at the image on the left, it shows all that the bathroom has to offer. I mean, it's lots of essentials. That's great. But look at the one on the right. That one really tells a story and creates an experience. Photos are the first step in getting the booking, but it's definitely not the last one, okay? Once a traveler books your property, they're going back to these photos to show their friends where they're staying and to figure out who's gonna sleep where. And they're just looking for clues for what's included in the property and what isn't, because, you may have it in the description, but travelers, some photos are super important to tell that story and to set expectations. On the next slide, I want to show what we mean by quality photos. Once again, on the left and the right, it's the exact same spot, okay? The left, you can't really just see how lovely it is compared to the one on the right. So take the time to create an experience with your photos. And I think next Sadie's going to go through how to set up or how to add your photos into Kigo and have them
Yeah,
together.
but before we jump into that, actually, could we go to that last slide we were on? Two things I wanted to, or three things that I really wanted to point out here, even though they are, kind of pointed out by the arrows as well on the left, is you can't really tell there's a pool on the left photo, as well as you can't tell if there's a play set for kids on the left photo. And just simply by adding a few things to that table makes it a livable space. You can see yourself enjoying upstairs company, and maybe your extended family is downstairs enjoying the other edge of the pool or something. You can just really see yourself living in this entire area. This photo is such a great example. So to add photos, again, super easy. You're going to go to your properties, all properties, click media, and then you're going to be able to upload them directly right there. You'll also be able to add your captions as well as move them around to ensure that the main photo is the one you wanted. And as you mentioned before too, you can always switch that main photo out if you choose to. And you would just do it from here, and then it would feed onto VRBO.
So now the third thing, number 3, flexibility. Refundable cancellation policies are really the number one thing travelers value when making their booking decision. It became a trend during COVID, and it is remained. Actually, price, which has traditionally been at number 1, has now fallen to number 2 behind full refunds. So please be as flexible as possible. Showing empathy with travelers will gain you loyalty. I don't know if you remember using credits during COVID. That worked really well. So don't forget about using that as an option too. I think on the next slide, Sadie's going to walk us through how to set up cancellation.
Yes, and we have seen the same thing over at Kigo. Those cancellation policies coming up to above pricing as far as importance. They're very, very simple to edit and add, and you can do them specifically per unit as well. So I'll go on ahead and walk you through how to do that now. So you're going to go into your manage configurations on your setting gear icon at the top. And then you go in under channels and you go into your contract settings. Each contract can have a different, and then you'll see here, there's one refundable payment plan attached to this contract. and this one you'll see is non-refundable. So we do have an option to build it basically however you desire. And then do Vrbo once we can.
Awesome. It looks easy.
Super simple. Love it.
Okay.
Love simplicity.
Yes. All right. So, as a quick recap here, then, here are things that you can do right now. First of all, your amenities. Remember, Vrbo travelers use an average of 7 amenities per search. So, update everything. Don't take anything for granted. Photos, make sure that you use quality photos, and the quantity is important here. I think at least 30, but use all 50 if you can in surrounding areas. Um, Consider your cancellation policies and be as flexible as you can. And then, of course, we want you to list all your properties with us. I hear from vacation rental managers across North America that they love working with us and they prefer our guests. So list your properties with us and let's work together to create great vacations for travelers, because we do believe that you're. So next, I want to talk about what it's like to work with Vrbo and Kigo. First of all, we are passionate about the traveler and their experiences on our platform. We are equally passionate about providing you with the tools to manage your listings, whether it be through our platform or via an API, and we really do want to make things. On the next slide, I want to share some fun things with you. First of all, we have an amazing group of folks who work every day to inspire families and groups to book your properties. 85% of Vrbo bookers travel in families or in groups. And so we're very excited to announce that Vrbo was the most downloaded travel app in the first half of this year and was at the top of the list in Q2 for Apple devices. You can see from the list that's more than Expedia Group, and it is more than other OTAs. Millions of new travelers tried vacation rentals during the pandemic, and now they're coming back and spending more than ever. And we love bringing you those travelers, and we are really laser focused on creating a trusted marketplace for travelers and for owners. When you work with us, you are in control of your pricing, policies, calendars, and more. So we create more earning potential, but just by putting your properties in front of millions of travelers, including a global network of Expedia.com users. And we do have easy tools for you and software providers like Kigo to use to update. For partners who provide an exceptional traveler experience, they are rewarded with our Premier Host program. So once you become a Premier Host, you unlock more free benefits like receiving a badge, travelers can filter on your properties, and you have access to tools to improve your search position when you need to or want to. And really, our Premier Hosts typically get a more share of bookings. I'm going to share with you our eligibility requirements, and this is based on the account, not the individual listing level. It is a free program, and it's designed to recognize owners and managers who consistently deliver great traveler experiences. You can view your progress towards becoming a Premier Host in the dashboard, and that doesn't matter whether you're an integrated partner or one who uses the dashboard to manage your listings. It's a great report. It's easy to read. You can even drill down to the listing level to see which properties are holding you back from being. Okay, so to wrap things up, travelers prioritize flexibility, great photos, amenities, and positive reviews. We didn't talk a lot about reviews, but I can share that 44% of travelers think reviews are more important now than before COVID. So having a solid review strategy in place to solicit and respond to reviews is important. And secondly, we are here for you. We truly believe that we have real people that want to help you, and we care about you and your business. And Sadie, do you have any
I mean, you nailed it on the head. We definitely see all of your success as our success, and we value every single bit of your business and partnership here at Kigo. And we're just so grateful to be able to work with managers as well as amazing partners such as the Vrbo team over there. Together, I mean, we're unstoppable if we all three unite. The property manager, the Vrbo team, and Kigo, unstoppable team right there.
Yep. So it's been great working with you and doing this webinar. On the next slide, there is some more information on how to get in touch with us. We did create a unique email address specifically for Kigo property managers. And if you need to reach out to Kigo, you can do so at this email address.
Yes, the AMQ is always open to you. So please feel free to email us at am@kigo.net.
Great. Thank you. Have a great day. Take care.
Thank you.